So, ladies and gents, we're going to be looking at simple and compound interest today. Subject close to your heart, so I'd imagine when you're investing your millions in your future life, where's the best value for your money going to be? You need to be able to compare interest rates, you need to be able to compare the type of returns that you're going to get on your investments, and in particular this difference between simple and compound interest. Now, simple interest is when you receive the same amount of interest each year. So all that means is if you invest £1,000 and they say, right, we're going to apply simple interest to your £1,000 and you're going to get 10% back on your investment every year. What's 10% of £1,000? It's £100. So that means the first year you get £100, second year you get £100, the third year you get £100. It's just £100 each year. It's 10% on your initial investment each year. Simple interest. Compound interest is when the interest earned on the money that's invested at the beginning of each year, it changes, doesn't it? Because what happens is if you invest at compound interest your £1,000 and you say it's 10% compound interest, after the first year you've got £100 that you've earned in interest, your 10%. So the second year, what you're actually investing is the £1,000 plus the £100 interest you've had. So you've actually got £1,100 that is invested in that second year. So at the end of that second year, you get interest of 10% on that. So 10% of £1,100 is £110. So the second year, your interest is £110. So you then add that to your capital sum. So you've now got £1,210. And that's what gets invested on the third year, and you get your interest on that, and so on. So each time your capital sum that you're getting the interest delivered to you on, or earned by you, is increasing each year. So let's take an example. We're talking about an example. £600 is invested and pays interest of 8% per annum. So that's 8% per annum means 8% per year. Now, calculate the total amount after 2 years when it is either simple interest is applied or compound interest is applied. So let's look very carefully at this. Let's give ourselves room to work. So let's have a little look at simple interest. So we're starting off with 600. And we get 8% per year on 600. So first year, so 8%. It's £48. So year one, £48. Year two, £48. So after my 2 years, I've got my £600 plus 48 plus 48, which gives me £696 in total. Now compare that to compound interest. Because what happens with compound interest, start off with our £600. Year one, 8% gives me £48. So now my capital sum is now 600 plus the 48. So the money that I've got invested is now £648. So for the second year, I get 8% of £648. So 648 multiplied by my whole, and then my 8%. Forget tenths, hundredths. 8%, 0.08 as a decimal, which actually gives me, if I use my calculator here, 648 multiplied by 1.08 actually give me 699 so compound interest 699.84, simple interest 696p. Now for these sums that's not a massive amount of difference, but there is a difference. There's an increase when we apply compound interest. You're getting more money on your interest payments when compound interest is applied. And that's really, really important, because if you're talking about big companies, big business that are investing hundreds of thousands of pounds, millions of pounds, then that can make a massive difference to the sort of profitability, the amount of money that they're actually earning. Okay, so that's the simple principles of simple interest, compound interest. Simple interest, we earn the same amount each year. It just gets added onto our principal sum. The compound interest, we apply 8% for the first year, which was at £48, so it gives us 648. Once we've got that 648, the second year, 648, now we multiply by 1.08, and we get this figure here. So we just go back to this. This would have been our multiplier of 1.08 just on our 600 to start with. So just to prove that that's the case. Yeah, it comes out £648. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. The difference between simple interest and compound interest. So let's go and do some more work on that. Now, they're asking us to look at these three questions and apply simple interest and compound interest so that we can compare the difference. So if you're confident, have a go at those three questions and then come back and we'll go through the answers anyway. If you're not so confident, then follow me and the methods as I work through them. Okay, so let's have a little look at these. So, the first question here, £250 invested for 2 years at 6% per annum. So, if we apply simple interest to this first one, it's 6% each year. So, for 1 year, what's that going to be? Well, you know what? Let's use our multiplier to make sure that we're getting this right. So, for simple interest on question A, our multiplier is going to be 1.06 multiplied by 250. So that's 265. That we've got for the first year of 6%. So 265 means that we've earned £15. So for A, 265, which means that I've earned £15 interest. So I add another £15 interest for the second year. So £15 onto that 265 gives me £280 in total. Effectively, if I worked out 6% at 250, it's actually 15. Okay? So £15 for the first year, £15 for the second year, takes me up to £280. It's simple interest. Second example there, £600, 3 years at 11%. So the second example. So what's 11% of 600, so 0.11 times 600, £66. But we've got 3 years of earning £66. So 3 lots of 66 is 198. So that would be the second example. In total, simple interest, £198. So I'd end up with £798. And then the last one, £840, 4 years, 12.5%. So my multiplier for each year is going to be 0.125. Don't forget 12.5%, 12.5 hundredths. So 0.125 is my multiplier. 0.125 times 840. Hold on. 0.125 multiplied by 840. So that's £105 each year. We've got 4 years of that. So that's 420. So I end up with £1,260. Alright, so those are my 3 answers. So we want to hold on to those. I'm going to hold on to those 3 answers. 798, 280, 1260. Now, compound interest. So £250, 2 years at 6%, but we're going to apply compound interest this time. So watch very carefully what I do here. This is example 1. Got 250 to start with. I'll multiply it by 1.06, and that will give me my new capital sum. Okay, so that would give me my new capital sum after 1 year of investment. What do? I take that and then I multiply it by 1.06 again for the second year. Now, I've shown those brackets around that just to show you that is the first year. The first year is £250 times 1.06. That will give me my capital sum after 1 year. For the second year, I multiply that by 1.06. But those brackets, big mess, it's just multiplications here. So multiplying out that bracket first is not going to make any difference to this calculation. So what have we actually done here? We've actually said that's 250 times 1.06 squared. 1.06 times 1.06, 1.06 squared. And that will give me my compound interest after 2 years. So that's my multiplier for each year. That's my initial capital sum, what I started off with. And that's the number of years that it's been invested. Okay? That's what we do. 250 times 1.06 for the first year. Then multiply that again by 1.06. That calculation has got the same value as that calculation. And that comes out as a value of 1.06. So if you do that in your calculator, you do 1.06 squared, multiply it by 250, and you come out as 280.90. Is it a massive difference on what we earn on simple interest? Not a lot, because it's only 1 year. Let's just check that to make sure we're okay. 1.06 squared, and then multiplied by 250. first calculation. Not a massive difference, but nevertheless an increase. So for the second one, just a little bit there. So for the second one, second question there. Let's change the colour a little bit for you. £600 invested for 3 years at 11%, but we're going to do compound interest this time. So this time it's 600. And the first year is going to be 1.11. But then we'd be taking that as our first year investment, we'd multiply it by 1.11 again. Then for the third year, we'd multiply it by 1.11 again. So all we do is we say, right, put our brackets round and we cube that sum. Because all that is saying is 600 times 1.11 times 1.11 again times 1.11. Here's the first year. Once we've got that total, we multiply it again by 1.11 to get our second year. Once we've got that total, we multiply it again by 1.11 to get our third year. So that actually gives us a result of, let's do it, 1.11, 1.11 cubed, and then multiplied by 600. £820.58. Has that made a difference? Well, we're starting to make a bit more of a difference. We've gone over 3 years here. Originally with simple interest we've got 798. Now with compound interest we've got 820. Okay, so it's starting to make a difference now. Then the final example, £840 is invested for 4 years. Let's change the colour on that actually. So 840. First year, what's the multiplier going to be? 1.125. How many years is it invested? It's invested 4 years. So we put our bracket round this and we raise it to the power of 4. So 840, it's 1.125, 1.125 raised to the power of 4. That's multiplied by 840. That gives us 1345.52. So has that made a significant difference? £1,345 as opposed to £1,260. So you can see that the compound interest each time it's giving us that little bit more. And this is the quick method of undertaking the calculation. First year, use the multiplier once. When you've got your new total for the first year, you can multiply it by the multiplier again to get your second year. So if you look at that in total as it's written, all it's doing is 1.06 raised to the number of years, the power of the number of years. So this was 2 years, so you square it. This was 3 years, you cube it. This was 4 years, raise it to the power of 4. Quite an easy and quick efficient method of sorting out these calculations. So, I've done 2 examples here in advance for you. The machine was originally worth £4,000. It depreciates and it's going down in value by 10% each year. What will it be worth at the end of 3 years? So say, right, okay, we're starting off with £4,000. Each year, the multiplier is going to be 0.9, and it's 3 years. Which one's an easier calculation to do? Go through step by step, do it each year, or just to take out principal value times 0.9 the first year, times 0.9 for the second year, times 0.9 for the third year, and it does come out, I checked it, it does come out, it's the same answer, 2,916. Similarly, a bottle of wine is bought for £250, it goes up in value, 3% each year, so your multiplier for each year is going to be 1.03. So after the first year, it's gone up to £257.50 in value. Take that £257.50, we multiply it by 1.03 again. It goes up to 265.23. We get the same result if we said 250 multiplied by 1.03 squared for my 2 years. That will give us the same result. Okay, car depreciates in value by 6% each year. It's bought for 12,500. How much would it be after 2 years? So, I'll do it both ways, just so that we make sure that we're understanding what's going on here. I could do my first year and say 12,500 multiplied by, it's going down in value by 6%, so if it's going down in value by 6%, and multiplier is going to be 0.94. So that would be my first year. The result of this calculation would be my first year. I then multiply it by 0.94 again. And I actually get a value, I worked this out earlier, 11,045 pounds. Okay. Quick way of writing this, as I was showing you, it's just a straightforward Similarly, this fancy jewellery is going up in value by 2% each year. It's bought for £340. How much would it be after 3 years? So, first year with 340 times 1.02. So that would be the first year. The second year, multiply that by 1.02 again. Sorry. Multiply that by 1.02 again. That will give me the second year result. And then I'll multiply it by 1.02 again to give me my third year result. So first year result, second year result, third year result. Comes out as £360.81. Okay, now could you write that in a quick notation, a quick format? 340 multiplied by 1.02 all cubed, which gives me the same result of 360. Okay. So, I think that's where we're going to leave it for today. Oh, got a little message there, don't want that. We'll leave it there for today, I think. Yeah, I think we'll leave it at that today. So, simple interest. Let's go back. worked out our simple interest on those